Alright, guys, so this has probably been instant for you, but it's been like a week for me since I glued these in. So I went ahead and off camera, went ahead and went through the process of removing the plug and did a little bit of body work here and then installed the plug and it looks great. So what I did is I kind of set this aside and I went ahead and did the front clip module tutorial. That'll be coming in probably after this video, but that was done last week. So I went ahead and added these marker lights to this kit. So when you order the front clip, or if you order the box, the step side box, you'll also get them with the step side box so that you have the matching set. So in either case, you'll get them, and then it's up to you if you want to install them or not. So, but yeah, it was a pretty big success, I'd say. Especially when you light them up, they look awesome. You don't have that little dot in the center. So, so what I'm gonna do in this video here, we're gonna go ahead and sand this down and remove the plug. So what you're gonna want to do is remove all the slurry from the surface of the plug, and then you can just pop it out and then sand it flat. You're pretty much done and ready for primer. So I guess I'm gonna start with some 220 since I got a piece already made. So just kind of be even, you know, don't just stand on one spot. And then once I conclude this video, because this is all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep going to the body work, and I'll probably start up another video featuring this build. And then ideally, I'd like to get this primered up and hopefully coat a new paint on this thing. And yeah, once I'm done with this and the bodywork on this cab, I'll be ready to move on to the next stage of development of this kit. That's going to be doing the mount system for the chassis. So that'll be the chassis module. So that's going to be the next thing is getting it set up on the frame rails, possibly getting the axle hung, and then yeah, getting all the mounts and everything done for the box. Probably should use them. I'm gonna go to 116, 100. Try to speed this up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna get some tape. Kind of prop this up. I don't typically do the type of work the same way because I'm on camera and trying to keep it on the bench. Show you what I'm doing. Because otherwise, I'd have it like tucked in my lap and kind of using my body to hold it still. So yeah, I got the flurry here from doing the front clip, uh, installing the radiator support. So kind of knocking that out as I do this. And because this was successful, that means I could do the new style marker light the same exact way. And that opens up the 81 to 87 front clip module. So basically I can just redesign this radiator support to the new style, and then we'll design the marker light and then a plug to install it. And then all you really have to do is reshape this, and maybe I'll make that part of the radiator support where it kind of goes around this fender and kind of fills that area in, and then you'll have to do some body work, add a little filler, but I think it can fill that. We can fill that void with a 3D printed part. Maybe not. I'm not gonna promise that. It might be easier just to fill it. You're not really filling a lot. You're actually gonna want to fan that down anyway. I think. I guess the deal breaker is gonna be creating the new style hood and valance because they're separate. And then we're gonna have to relocate the hinge. And I know there's some aftermarket hinges, so I might look at getting a set of those and to implement. Because if we're gonna go to that extent, why not use the more authentic looking hinges? But yeah, you definitely want to cut a V. Bevel the profile where this fits in, and fill that with a good thick bit of slurry. I had a little bit of a nick come out right there, and that's because I was a little too thin there. So being a little thicker with a slurry will help prevent that. And then you definitely want to get this top surface off there. Almost. Wait, it's got a little bit more. A little hard to get compressor in there to cut through that. Doing it the way I was doing it on the table there. Looking fairly decent. Probably won't even have to add any more filler. Maybe a couple coats of primer, coat, sand down, and then a final coat, and this will be ready to paint. Got a couple little spots I see, but I think I'm gonna fill with that building primer. All right, so I'm pretty much cut through that. So now I can basically pry that out of there. You do it from the back side. Just a small flathead screwdriver. And just get behind it and I kind of pry it out of there. And it just pops out. But you can see where so that's what I didn't want to see. So I'm gonna get a small file to see if I can cut that without chipping it. So I guess that was kind of good to show. Stop it. That this side turned out way better. All right, I'm gonna switch over to back to that 220. Just kind of move this, move it out a little bit. But yeah, I got a nice clean line there. All right, so there's my bezel. Basically, this is gonna fit. Oh yeah, I did revise these. I had to shave off this front edge, and I think this is a new one. Yeah, this is one that's been revised. Yeah, so because it kind of interferes with the firewall, and then plus I had to taper it to clear the screws for mounting the headlight and the turn signal bezel. So yeah, it just pops in there. So this is slightly smaller profile than the plug, so you should have plenty of room to get that in there. And then you can sand that down to get your depth. Like I like it just beyond flush, and that's about right where it is. So I think I'm good there. The only thing is though is if I add paint, then that could change. That's so hard to do. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of save this stuff for the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and get this sanded down, get it primered, and work out any other final things. Oh yeah, I still gotta match my doors up. Yeah, and of course, as you can see, the doors need the cab still needs the rest of its bodywork done. So I'm gonna crank through that in the next video. So, but yeah, I think we're gonna conclude this. So this is now gonna be a thing. It's part of the kits, and I think they look awesome. All right, guys. So we'll thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.